Hello everybody, nice to see all of you again. You like my background? Oh. Do you like my background? Thought I'd do something different today. But what I wanted to do today is answer some questions I saw on a social media site. I was just answering questions on the site, but there were quite a few, so I thought I would make a whole video about with the answers in one video. So today I'll cover a couple of them, and maybe I'll make another video answering the other questions. But just a disclaimer, I'm not a medical practitioner. I'm answering them based on my own research and experience. But I hope you'll find these answers useful. So the question that was asked is, people were having breakthrough seizures and they couldn't find any solutions to this problem, and some were wanting to increase their medication dosage for their seizures, and others were considering surgery. But before people do this, I'd like people to consider trying some of these ideas, because in my experience I found them very useful. Because increasing medication dosage comes with their own problems, and surgery definitely comes with its own problems. So I'm going to give you these ideas in no particular order, because they are person dependent, and also these ideas are also subject to what your other conditions are and your own experience and health conditions will affect how these ideas work. So I'm just going to start randomly. Number one is hydration. If you're not adequately hydrated, this will affect every function in your body, not only your medication and your general well-being, but it will affect whether or not you have breakthrough seizures. So keeping yourself well hydrated with water and electrolyte type liquids will definitely go a long way to prevent breakthrough seizures. Now, a word of caution, having energy drinks you should try and avoid including this as part of your hydration. This will possibly encourage breakthrough seizures and interfere with your medication. So try and avoid that. Include electrolyte drinks, water, soups, teas, things like that, and regularly throughout the day. So I'm not saying drink all your hydration or liquids in one go, because this will not keep you adequately hydrated, but it should be regular and throughout the day, especially if you're doing excessive exercise or something that is draining on your body. This could be even mental strain. You need to be even more hydrated. Next thing I want to talk about is sleep. Now this is something that is person dependent, but you need to figure out what is your adequate amount of sleep that you need. So if you personally need 5 hours sleep, you need to get your 5 hours sleep. If you need 7 hours, you need to get your 7 hours. Now, I'm not saying if you have a day where you don't get your 6 or 7 or whatever it is, you're going to have breakthrough seizure. You could, but this will link into the other factors I'm going to talk about. So if you have one day where you don't get your adequate amount, you're not necessarily going to have a breakthrough seizure. But add that to 2-3 days, or inadequate hydration, or one of these other topics or things I'm going to talk about, it's almost a guarantee you can have a breakthrough seizure. So getting regular sleep almost every day will go a long way to prevent it. Next thing I want to discuss is your medication. Now, I'm not going to endorse any medication under this topic, but I'm going to talk about how you take your medication, whatever your medication is. Now, I did notice on the social media platforms that I was looking at and where I answer questions is some people don't or are not aware of the importance of how you take your medication or the regularity of taking your medications. Say, for example, you take it every morning or you take it twice a day. If your schedule is twice a day, say 5 and in the morning and 6 at night, or whatever the case is. You cannot take it the next day at 10 and 4 in the afternoon. Now, I've noticed, or I think some people or some doctors, I'm not saying that doctors are wrong or are not adequately explaining why it's important to take it at an exact time each day. I will explain to you why this is very important. Your body needs to maintain an adequate blood level of your drug in order to prevent a breakthrough seizure. So you're taking the seizure every day at a certain time. Say you take it twice a day, say at 5 and 7, for example. 5 in the morning, 7 at night. So when you get to your next time slot at 5, your body is slowly, the blood level is slowly going down. So then you take it again and it goes back to its next level, or it goes back up again. Then it goes gradually down again. Then you get to 7 o'clock and it goes back up. Now if you're taking it at different times during the day, you either have too much or way too little. So it messes up your system and you will have either a breakthrough seizure or you will feel really ill because you've either taken it too close or you have none at all. So this can lead to a breakthrough seizure or feeling really sick. Now, so what happens, I've also seen from friends that I know and from comments, people say, oh, the drug isn't working. This can be a reason. Or they say that, oh, my seizures have stopped, I don't need to take this anymore. In majority of cases, your drug is not a cure, it is merely a treatment. So if you stop your drug suddenly, you can lead to multiple seizures or abrupt seizures if you're on a low dose that starts spontaneously because you've now stopped your drug and the blood level has dropped very suddenly. This is extremely dangerous. So maintaining your blood level is important. In the event you do want to stop your drug for whatever reason, it's important to discuss this with your healthcare practitioner. Okay, so I think I've discussed quite a bit about medication. I will talk about medication in another video because there's a lot more to say about that. Another thing to talk about is stress levels. Now, stress is not something that we can control or in many cases, but it is something that you can learn to manage. So managing your stress and how you cope with it is a way that you can prevent breakthrough seizures. By managing the other 3 factors, you will definitely prevent breakthrough seizures even in stressful situations. So you can find ways to deal with stress, perhaps by managing time, managing a stressful situation. I know, okay, now this is a stressful situation, this is likely going to lead to a breakthrough seizure. In a case like that, change what you're eating. Eat a better balanced diet at that time. Get a little more sleep at that time. Avoid watching stressful things on YouTube or stressful things on TV. Don't watch action movies or action TV. Things like that to reduce the amount of stress. Take a walk outside, sit and listen to birds, things like that, things that will bring it down. Try and avoid rehashing things or in your mind that relates into the stressful situation. All those types of things will reduce your stress. Also avoid caffeine at a time like that, because this will cause an excitability, which will also enhance the stress on your body. So I hope these 4 tips will assist you. I will do another video like this. Please put any comments below if any of this helped you, and add any tips that have helped you to reduce your seizure breakthroughs. And please subscribe, and I will look out for my next videos in line with this. Bye, cheers, have a good day.